Welcome to Get Roarin'. I am Rory, fancy meeting you here. It's time to try and fix what I messed up before. My camera's a little low. Hold on a sec. Maybe I'm a little higher in the chair. There we go. There we go. So, I tried to do this on Saturday, but when you are streaming using software, there's a button that says go live. And when you don't push that button, you don't go live. And that's what happened. So here we are on a Thursday to try and make up for it. The good news is I'm back to where I was at the end of our previous stream that actually worked. So nothing is lost in your eyes at this point. So don't worry about that at all. Just worry about what's going to occur ahead of time, or ahead of now, what we're doing. Just worry about that. And that's the playoffs. So in the playoffs, let's take a little review. We are facing the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are a pretty good team. Battle of Ontario, Leafs versus Senators. New York Rangers versus the Montreal Canadiens, and the Devils versus the Hurricanes. And on the other side, we have Chicago versus the Avs, Dallas versus the Kings, Battle of Alberta, excellent, and Wales versus Sharks, and the Canucks versus the San Jose Sharks. So that's what the playoff tree looks like. Let's take a looky-loo at our lineup. I don't know if it'll stay this way particularly once we get going, but it's looking like kind of what we want. Although Osland is scratched, Stastny is scratched, which kind of makes sense. And in goal, of course, we have Dustin Wolf and Devin Levi. So I think we're in pretty good shape for our team. Let's well, is there anything to talk about with Lindy Ruff? Playoffs? Well, hello. Hey, Al, good to see ya. Welcome on a Thursday. Kind of weird, I know, but here we are, you know. What should we focus on? Maybe 5-on-5 defense? Although yeah, let's go 5-on-5 defense. Yeah, let's go win the series. I agree, Lindy Ruff. Not like your job is on the line or anything. Anyway. I think we can get going. I think the AHL is still in the regular season, so they're not in the playoffs yet. Game 1 in Tampa. Crank her up to 8 times. Let's see how it goes. Moser gets one to start for Tampa. 1-0. Pretty quiet after that. We got 9 shots on, though. Shots are about even after 1. Tampa's got the slim lead. Power play for us. Isak Rosean puts one in on Vasi. 1-1. Good stuff. I would say that a little bit, Al. Although we're in the playoffs, so it's kind of hard to fully say that. You know, I wasn't sure we were going to make the playoffs this year, but we did. So that's good. But we'll see how we do, you know? Tampa's a tough team, but you gotta hope that we're making strides. Coronado puts one in to make it 2-1. Gives us a little bit of a lead. We've pumped on 38 shots, though. Goodness. 2-1 victory in game 1. Let's take a look at the 3 stars. Vasi, 36 stops in the loss. Devin Wolf with... Devin Levi or Dustin, it's like a mashing of our 2 goaltenders. Dustin Wolf, 22 stops, and Coronado with 1. All right. Well, we took game 1 in Tampa. And just to give you the idea of the mountain of difference, they were 53-24-5. We were 45-34-3. So they did a lot of damage in the regular season. But we took one in Tampa, which is what we have to do that. We have to take at least one in Tampa. So good start. Let's see what happens in game 2. Crank it up to 8 times. Moser starts it off again. Okay, well, this is how it goes, I guess. Initial goal by Moser. Tampa definitely putting more shots on going forward. 12-8. Tampa has a slight edge. Kucherov puts another one in. 2-0 for Tampa. Little back and forth in terms of the shots. Okay, well, just Kucherov's goal in the second. Third period, we need some goals. Goals in the net. That's what we're hoping for. Power play for us. 5-on-3. Nothing doing. That was kind of our chance to get back into this one. 5 minutes left or so. Well, Tampa puts in a third. 3-0 shutout. They didn't quite like being beaten in game 1. Vasi with another 34 stops. He stopped over 70 pucks in 2 games. Well, then you know it is Vasi. Vasi's the best, you know. I think we got a good one in Dustin Wolf, though. All right. All right. All right. We take one in Tampa. It does not look like Rochester has made the playoffs. They did not. What do you do though? All right. Game 3. Let's see how it goes. At home, back in the barn. Back across, just across the border in Buffalo. Stopped off at Anchor Bar on the way. Had some wings. Owen Power with the power play goal. It makes a lot of sense. Owen Power play. These things should be happening. Schwint puts one in to tie it up, though. With 1:06 left. That's just painful. Danforth gets one back on Vasi. Then we get a power play. Gensel scores not a shorthanded goal just after the power play expired, it looked like. 2-2. Middle of 2. All right. New game going into the third. Benson puts one in. Tampa's got the edge in shots. Isak Rosean gets the insurance marker. 4-2. Oh boy. Power play for us. Oh, Byram gets our 5th goal. Wins us the game. Owen Power 1 and 2. Rasmus Dahlin with 3 assists, and Danforth with 1 and 1. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. We take the series lead 2-1. If we can win both games at home, we've got ourselves a bit of a serious advantage going here. Let's see what happens. All right. All right. Game 4. Game 4. Power play for Tampa early. Shut it down. Little power play for us. Not a lot of shots on. Oh, there's a couple. We did a little bit. Did a little bit of a push, but not enough to score. All right, nothing in the first. Nothing doing yet. Five on 3 for Tampa. We killed that penalty. That's good. Kevin Ball, what's up, bud? Scores on Vassy from the top of the circle. From, well, just, yeah, top of the circle there. All right, 2-0. Norris put one in. Going into the third period. Power play for us. Jonathan Taves of the Tampa Bay Lightning. What? Okay. Inches them back into this game. 1 goal difference. Tampa's putting on the shots, though. 39. Jake Gensel with 42 seconds left in the third period ties up the game for Tampa Bay. They were pouring on the shots. Power play does nothing for us. And Kucherov wins it in OT. Goodness. Kucherov gets the goal and the assist for the first star Gensel, and then Vassy makes another 31 stops. Man. Tight series. Everybody takes one from the other at home. We got a new series in Game 5. Let's see how it goes. We're going at least 6. Power play for Tampa, nothing doing. Hagel gets one in on Dustin Wolf. Boldy strikes back. 1-1. We have 2 shots on them. They had 22 shots in the first period. We had 3, and it's tied. Wolf is holding us in this game. Big time. Doan gets one in. 2 goals on 6 shots, I think that was. Or 5, whatever. Victor Hedman gets one back. Tie game. 30 shots for Tampa. Hagel puts in another. 3-2. Tage Thompson on our 11th shot gets our 3rd goal. I don't know what is occurring. Power play for us. Nothing doing. Tampa with the power play. Power play for us again. 20 shots deep now. They've doubled us up almost. A non-power play goal for them. Then they had a power play with nothing doing. 4-3 lead going into the last 2 minutes. And Susie gets the empty netter to lock it in for Tampa. That was a wild game. Well, nothing but Tampa on the board for the 3 stars. Okay, on the ropes. On the ropes in Game 6. So far, our penalty kill, 100%. That's crazy. Didn't we focus on 5-on-5 defensiveness? I don't even know. Anyway. Let's see how it goes. Game 6. Can we stay in this series? Can we push it to 7? Power play immediately for Tampa. All right. Nothing after one. Going into the second. Power play for us. We get a couple shots on the power play. Nothing significant. Sorelli puts one in. But Danforth gets it back. 1-1. End of the second. Shots are actually close this time. It's not like, 20-2. 22-3, whatever it was. Coronado scores. Gives us the lead. Paige Thompson gives us the insurance. Power play. Can we hang in there? Norris gives us the 4th goal. I think we're going 7. Power play at the end. 4-1 victory against Tampa. Wolf was amazing. 26 stops. Coronado 1-1 and Rasmus Dahlin with 2 assists. Well, got her. That's right. We got ourselves a game 7. Well, let's see what happens against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, both goaltenders have been great. Let's see how it goes. Game 7, Tampa Bay Lightning, round 1 of the playoffs in 2027. Textier puts one in. 1-0 for us. Power play. Susti gets one back just after the power play expires. That's rough. Kucherov puts one in. 2-1. 2-1 into the second. Not going quietly into the night, this Tampa Bay team, so we'll see how it goes. We need to get one back. Hardest part of the playoffs is finishing out a series. So let's see if we can get back into this one. Big power play for Tampa. Power play goal for Nick Paul. We got a 2-goal hill now. Tampa finally makes good on the power play. Oh, Kucherov with the 4th goal. We pushed him to 7. Kucherov, 2 goals. Vasi with 27 stops and Susi with 1. We pushed him to 7. That was rough. That was rough. Even more rough than, well, not from our perspective, but from general perspective. The Ottawa Senators oust the Leafs in the first round. That's rough. New York ousts Montreal. Not a problem there. And New Jersey takes out Carolina in the first round 4-1. The Whales beat the Sharks as Vancouver moves through. The Oilers absolutely torch the Flames 4-0. The Kings take out Dallas 4-2. And Chicago takes out the Avs 4-1. That's kind of surprising. That's kind of surprising. Well, we're no longer in this. So let's go ahead with time and see what occurs. What is Lindy Ruff saying? Yes, that is true. You hang on to that positivity, Lindy Ruff. We'll take a look at the draft class later. Let's double check on our season tickets. We're going to lower them a bit. There we go. See if that helps with the overall trend. The Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. The Rockford Ice Hogs take the Calder. Seattle gets the first overall pick, followed by Columbus and Minnesota, St. Louis, Utah, Boston, Pittsburgh, Vegas, Nashville. Islanders, Philly, Anaheim, Winnipeg, Washington, Detroit, and Florida. Again, we'll take a look at the draft in a bit. Corey Perry calls it a day. 479 goals, 992 in terms of points, 1,514 games played. Brent Burns, buddy, age of 42, 979 points in 1,659 games. That's so much. Chris Letang calls it a day, 893 and 1,322. John Carlson at the age of 37, 842 and 1,244. Pietrangelo out of Vegas, 664 and 1,251. Jack Johnson at the age of 40 also, 1,298 games played. Goodness. Ellis, not a surprise. 566 games, 275 points. Leo Combe, Uncle Leo, 40 years old, 491 games, calls it a day. Brendan Smith, Ryan Reeves, 912 games, almost 1,000 for Ryan Reeves. Tyler Pitlick is in there. Let's check goaltenders. Michael Hutchinson, there you go. Calls it a day. 154 games played. And Jonas Enroth. All right. Coach retirement. Anything for us? No Buffalo. Oh, no. Well, Rochester, Skylar Adamski calls it a day. Corey Perry, Justin Dowling, and Kevin Gravel. Or Gravel. Gravel? I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the draft class. See what we got going. Probably not getting DuPont. Where's our pick looking like? Draft board, projected picks, 21st. Okay. 21st and then a swath of third rounders. So let's take a look down here. Take a look at 21. Three years away from MacGyver. See if we can move up. We have a good beat on this Tamura. NHL ready. No report. A's and B's, maybe? Hmm. 2 years away, Eric Stahl, 6'3", 194. Neuenschwander? Could be good. Let's take a look at overall potential. See if there's any. Actually, hold on. Gems or busts? 3 busts. Potential. Do, 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 do. Tomorrow does look good. Check playstyle. 3 years, okay. Playmaker, skills. Weaknesses first. Puck skills, okay. Good skating. Could be interesting as a late third. Late second? Late second, early third? Jeff McGrath? I don't know. Yarrow Bukestad? Another Butte? Must bulk up. Can't be the Butte if he is not, like, massive. That's not who I was looking at. Kind of interesting if we ever get a late pick, we'll see. Maybe. Maybe. Lubomir Chara. What a name. Magnus Ekman Larson. 3 years away. Kind of interesting. Let's check by our... No. Check by our scouting rank again. Shooting is good. 3 years away. Nope, that's Fisher. I want McGrath. Oh, Jeff McGrath. We looked at him. Ed Emery. 5 years away. Edwin Outlaw. What a name. Oh, that's not it. Milan Budai. Also fantastic name. That's not the guy I was looking for. Andy Chow. 5 years. All right. So it looks like Tamura is the target at 13. Hello? Playstyle, and we already know the year. Playstyle? Playstyle? 2-way forward, okay. Skills? Weaknesses? Skill player, physicality, okay. Skating? Skating is good. Could be interesting. Let's keep an eye on him. Let's go take a look at goalies. Most of them seem to be like, if we have any information at all, it's 5 years. All right. Check the end of the third round. Matt Sundin. What? From Sweden. What? That's wild. We have a Sergei Samsonov and an Ilya Samsonov in the same draft. Again, that's wild. Okay. We'll see what kind of deals we can make. LaSalle? Let's take a look. Could do, yeah. Could do. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do for the draft. Let's take a look at our contracts just for a second. All right. Zach Benson, we've already qualified, I guess, or offered a contract. Kulich is coming up. Don Hamadulin. Bahamadullin, I'm not so sure about. We can put him up on the board. Benson wants to resign. Kulich does not. Dome does not. Norris is in a little bit of rough shape, but the hope is he can turn around maybe next year. I don't know. Muhammadullah does want to re-sign, so it's not that. I'm not sure what Kevin Ball's problem is. Individual performance, okay. Teammates a little bit. Kulich. Individual performance mostly. He's happy though. Doan. Individual performance and a bit of teammates. Muhammadullah seems fine. Individual performance, yeah. Okay. Okay. Don't know if we want to trade that. Eligible for trade. I mean, let's put Mohamedulin up there. Let's look at rookie skaters that are just a little old. I don't know. These guys I'm okay with. Maybe Bedkowski to be fine. Goalies. We can put Ratzliff up there. Probably the 3rd round picks. Alright. And what do we want? Kinda don't want a 2nd line forward. What we do want is forward. Again, let's go young, I think. Actually, you know what we want? See if we can get a 1st line forward. See what happens there. It's okay if they're older. We'll just see what's available, but we'll juice up this a bit. So we're not getting offered like somebody who shouldn't be in that position, in other words. Forward, lower this down to 23. Let's make it 22. 21. Let's go 21. Okay. Defense. 21. All right. Wouldn't mind those two. Gonna turn those off. And we'll turn all of those off. And we'll go with that. We'll just do all of next year. Okay. Start with that. Let's do the draft. Tamura is rated 14th, so I don't think he's going to go before 13. So let's see what's available over here. The 13th pick is available. So let's see what the Jets want. Mertka, Hanzik, and Mohamedulin. Let's check it out. Hanzik was a 16th overall. Mertka was a 9. Mertka is 6'6", 231, and he's 20 years old. And Mohamedulin. Mohamedulin is obviously more rounded. What does adding our 1st round pick in there do? What if we tried that? Couple thirds. Buffer it just a little bit, just in case. Oh. You know what? Let's get up to the pick. Let's do that. I think I was close with the 2/3. I was just trying to see if I could get a pick back. I might not be able to, that's all. Let's get to the pick and then make sure that we can still get the pick. Because if he goes a little before that, then, you know, it's not going to work out. $11, 12. All right. Still available. Now we're under the gun, but that's okay. Okay. Upgrade for 2/3, I'll take it. All right. Just curious. Oh boy. Something was occurring there. Okay. We're not locked into Florida here, but oh, something's weird is happening with Florida. Mm-hmm. Maybe we see what happens with this pick. Big Brodziak. Josephson, maybe? Okay. See what LA wants. No trades. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's Anaheim. Hmm. We'll do the old after trade and see what they do. So they took them. Let's see what New York. Let's see what LA wants. Yeah. All right. I'm good with that. All right. Let's take a look at the draft board. I don't think we're taking Rutu. Lafreniere comes in at 58. So what is 56? Uh, 33. 23. 21 is the Wild. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. All right. Do we have anything else that we wanted to get? I don't think so. Oh, okay, we had stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Just a sec. I'm still here. I'm just checking something. Oh, my controller's out of power. That's what it is. Just give me a sec. Have I been talking with no mic forever? Not annoyed. Not annoyed. Anywho. Anywho. Let's just go over what we've done. Maybe I'll see if I can put a voiceover there? I don't know. Goodness. Okay. That's all we're going to do for today. Just to give a brief synopsis. We hired Bruce Cassidy. We got Moran. We got Oliver. We got Penelope Horton as our AHL coach. And If I'm ever like flapping my gums, Al, and nothing's coming out, just let me know. I don't know how long it's been like that. Maybe since I changed my controller batteries. Oh, good lord. I'm not good at this. That's okay. Nonetheless, I will see what I can do about the audio for the replay. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to add audio. Nonetheless, we got a bunch of AHL players. We got our scouts. Just got to fix where they are. We got our coach. I'll have to figure out the coaches next season by probably, you know, adjusting the budget and then maybe hiring some lesser coaches. I don't know. We'll see. But that'll be it for today because, yeah, I feel dumb for a second time in this week. But we'll continue on Saturday. Oh boy, have yourself a good one. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Hope you have a good week. And I'll see you on Saturday. We'll continue Saturday morning on Hockey Day in Canada. But you know, we'll see you in a bit. Have a good one. Bye for now.